was overstressing the app or something. Just
Yeah, that worked. Whatever,
that
just have
worked. Okay. That's good. Okay. It
good.
was me then. It was me. It was me.
All right, so we'll just blame you. Okay, cool. Bet.
Giving up the playbook, now we just give them a little bit. Weekly on expansion, look at all the tape and balances.
That worked.
480,
Yes!
That
450,
worked.
430,
Okay.
430.
Okay.
We taking all our chances.
Good.
We
It
don't
was
just
me
jump
then. It
in,
was
we
me. It
wait
was
for
me.
the patient. We wait for the confirmation.
Yeah.
Protect initial capital. That's the main foundation. We wait for that confluence. When the signals all align. Drawing up the blueprint. Yeah, we're blurring out the line. Sniping with precision, never force a losing bet. Catch the wave of money, yeah, you haven't seen nothing yet. Everything in confluence. From the model tick. From the macro to the tick. Trading with the logic, yeah, it's just a little trick.
All right, my bad, Rams. I didn't look at your thing. I didn't know it was a play that you was and stuff. All right, we're live on YouTube. Grand Rising, everybody. Well, good afternoon now, right? It ain't peace and blessings. Peace and blessings to everybody that's on. YouTube, peace and blessings to you as well. How's everybody feeling? Yeah, Freddie. I forgot actually had that intro. I only remember the other one. I forgot about that one. That one's a little more slower, chill. How are we feeling?
We feeling amazing.
No
Yeah.
comprendo. No comprendo.
Thank you. All that. Word. Same.
Hey, my
I feel
peoples keep
phenomenal.
asking, how do they get the Discord link? They bugging me.
Oh, they gotta wait till the 7th. I had
Okay, y'all
opened
hear
it
that on
like 2
YouTube?
weeks.
Y'all gotta wait till the 7th. Stop bugging me. Bug Ab.
I had I had did it on I did it 2 Mondays in a row, right? Or I did it this Monday. I opened it, or I did Wednesday, one of the days, and then I did last Friday. So now we just wait until the 7th. Or y'all could just hit me
Oh,
up
so they was
and
just sleeping.
we right there, a week away. But if y'all want to get in now, hey, I guess just hit me up like KT said, or hit him up, KT, to tell me. I'll see. I guess it don't. I really wanted to do the 7, but it honestly don't really matter, to be honest. If y'all want to get in early, y'all really want to get in, we'll let y'all in. I already know. We kind of talked about this already a couple days ago. Me, Rams, and Talisha. So it's just gonna cost a premium because you want to get in a week earlier. So I'd say what would you? Well, we're not gonna ask Talisha because she's gonna really go crazy. I was
Okay,
thinking maybe
fine.
like $10, not something, not nothing too much, but yeah, like $10. Am I still? But all right. So I don't know why my thing looks like this. Make sure I turn this on. But all right. Oh, we got a lot of comments. 13. We starting the day off right. Good. All right. Rams, Peace King. AV, Peace King. Ash, Peace Queen. Dave is in the Discord now. Peace King. KT, Peace King. Pat, Peace King. There you go. Charlotte, Peace Queen. Sean, Peace King. Talisha, Peace Queen. Levine, Peace Queen. Lakia, Peace Queen. Angie, Peace Queen. Matthew, Peace King. DC, Peace Queen. Peace King. My apologies. Jordan, Peace King. Nisi, Peace Queen. Pat said, what's up? Dave said, we don't use this word, man. You almost had me read this out loud. Dave said his energy is running a little low. You tell yourself that, man, you're going to feel it. I don't use that word. Good look on Silver. Rams waited and grabbed one today. Nice. Thank you, brother. Sean and that damn sub. Leave you alone. But can we get a little more than just sup every day? Ash, peace and blessings to you as well. Talisha, hey everyone. Charles, hey, hello everyone. The two bougie ones. They say hello everyone. Mr. Silver Play, womp. 50 ad, we not live on YouTube. Remix. That was another song that Rams had did. It's on our short, so if you want to hear it again, the lyrics is fire. It's a little too slow for me, but I'll be honest. But I really like our first one. The second one, but if you want to hear it, we got the shorts on YouTube. It's gonna cost you a little extra. So yeah, it's just I'll send the Cash App for that. Talisha, what you sipping on? All right, she's not gonna tell us. All right. Oh, coffee and water. My bad. Lots of wine last night. Oh God, we got Tylenol on the desk. I thought I did too much already. What? You never do too much. I know you got to get out your feelings, though. That's the only time you do too much. All right. So I hope y'all feeling amazing. I feel very, very, very amazing. Oh wow, look at the YouTube. Y'all going crazy. Jay. Peace Queen. I remember. Freddie Peace King. JRL, the realest. It's always a great day when you're on a winning live. Peace and blessings to you. This is a new name right here. Hustle up and buy. Peace and blessings to you. We got another new one. AD4 KT. Happy KT bringing in all these people. KT got the chat lit. Days. They should have been here yesterday when you gave me the link. We up. Yeah. And he didn't have to pay extra. Not the bougie voice. Yeah, the bougie voice.
KT,
right,
the official Snipers recruiter.
You said what?
KT, the official Snipers recruiter right there.
That's a fact. Adrian is actually a female. She's using her son account. Well, peace and blessings to you, Adrian. Peace Queen. Deshaun, Peace King. All right, we can get right into it. What is it? It's macro. God damn it. Guess I'll start off then. Or you want to start off? I know. It'll make me start off. Oh. Rams driving. All right. We had a crazy week so far. Still not over. We'll start at earnings. Let's go. Let's go here. Let's go to the earnings and economic area. KT is a sensei. I don't know what KT be finding. Damn, I think we got.
Yeah, Nisi's reminding you of prayer.
Oh, thank you, Nisi. Thank you.
Couldn't let that go. That's
a fact. Damn, YouTube over there doing their thing. My bad, because I'm flabbergasted. We got 13 people watching. That's big for us. So
what are you flabbergasted about? How do I see what's on YouTube? I feel so old. What how do I see the people over there?
You see the live? You don't see the live on YouTube?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. I was looking at how many people was watching, and then the
chat. Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah. I like it.
Got popping over there.
Yes,
sir. That's cool.
We appreciate you, KT. Thank you for that. Much appreciated. So let's go.
That should make up for me being MIA.
Yeah, it still doesn't. All right, so let's go into we had the earning. I mean, not earnings.
Prayer app.
Oh yeah. My apologies. Yeah.
Let's get our prayers in.
I'm flabbergasted. I can't even think properly. I gotta calm down. I got too much energy right now. Way too much.
Put that energy into a strong prayer like you always do.
I'm just gonna do regular prayer. My Fatiha. In the name of Allah, I'm Muslim, y'all, but you know, Allah means God, because we got new people on here. In the name of Allah, the gracious, the merciful, praise be to Allah, Lord of the worlds, the most gracious, the most merciful, master of the day of judgment. It is you we worship, and upon you we call for help. Guide us to the straight path, the path of those you have blessed, not of those against whom there is anger, nor of those who are misguided or go astray. And in Arabic, we say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Maliki Yawmiddin, Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in, Ihdina as-sirata mustaqim, sirata alladhina an'amta alayhim, ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. Ameen. I greet everybody in the words of peace be upon you, and in Arabic we say Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam, Ab. Oh my God! I almost cursed. Wow. All right, let's get started. That was the this Ab mug. How do the women do when they're on YouTube? They be showing off their things. They're like, and this is the mug. And all right, let's go. All right, so GDP growth came in at 1.5%. Expectations was 2.1%. The market went crazy off of that. We got a nice rip yesterday. Rip faces off. And then we had earnings. Earnings came out. Where we at? Where we start off? We start up here. We had a lot of earnings. We're just gonna look at the important ones. We're just the 26th. We was headed to. Well, we'll talk about NASDAQ. So long story short, this week was the 4th busiest week of the year, right? And that is a fact. And then BE reported earnings, and they did a double beat. So reason why we talking about BE is because BE is going to show us energy. So that was amazing. That was a nice beat. They went crazy. And then the worst stock of the year goes to Meta. They've been getting their boots smoked all year and last year towards the end. It's just been bad all around for them. They just can't get it together. They getting smoked out there. What I don't know how they looking today. I haven't looked, but their earnings were what they all right. So revenue beat, increases low in the full year, CAPEX, EPS. Okay, so they missed, and then QCOM missed as well. Oh my God, Apple missed. They got absolutely smoked. Microsoft, how's Microsoft looking? Microsoft beat. I think they double beat. Microsoft was looking amazing, and let's see how they're looking right now. Yep, they're currently at my resistance, right at 400. Well, they rejected the $462.28, but we'll go into that. But Microsoft beat. So far we got what we do. What was the first one? Oh, Meta. Meta is part of the Mag 7, and then Microsoft hit. So that's 1 for 1. And then we go down and Starbucks beat. I was surprised that did they beat? Revenue 9.32 versus no, never mind. I thought they beat. No, never mind. So they missed on their revenue, but I don't know how they look though right now. ARM 1.20. ARM beat. Just operating. Rams be giving us the full breakdown.
Are you sharing the screen app?
I
think
thought
he's right. I think Starbucks did do its thing.
Maybe I should share it, right? All right, let me go ahead and share that. Okay. All right, thank you. He said, yeah, he was not playing. Yeah, share that shit. All right, so Amazon, they smoked revenue. I don't even know how they went crazy like that. Q3 guidance revenue. They beat though. They definitely beat. As you can see, their chart is going crazy. I got Amazon going to 245 right now. It's flirting with that. We're gonna get into the chart. Where is that? It's in choppy waters right now. Where is that? But that was an amazing gap up. What, $30? About $25, $30. So far we got 2 for 1. And then Amazon beat. That's 3 for 1, meaning 3 of the Mag 7s beat. 1 of them missed so far. So Amazon, amazing. Oh no, that's my fault too. Microsoft, Amazon, and then Apple missed. So that's 2 for 2, 2 hit, 2 miss. Choppy waters that win. Apple absolutely getting smoked. They were down 10% earlier today, and I think that's the lowest that's the most. Oh my god, $300 they're at, and I got it going down to $288. Whoa. I think this is the biggest loss that Apple took. I don't even want to say how long because I don't remember it. I was about to guess and tell you something. All right, Reddit. This is important for small caps, so we'll pay attention to Reddit. Let's see what Reddit did. Reddit EPS beats, guidance. Remember that word right there, EBITDA? We got the abbreviations of that in the Discord, so I can't show y'all because we're on live. All right, revenues beat. So this is good for small caps. Reddit is one of the bigger small cap names that I pay attention to. Chevron and Ford both reported. I forgot what. I think Ford beat. Looks like Chevron beat as well. And so 2 for 2 for the Mag 7 this week. So choppy waters. We had let's go up here. We had a lot of data. The Feds, they're not doing nothing at all. They're gonna let the bond yield handle the market. Really, they're not stepping in. We're on our own as far as the economy. They're not gonna rush to save it. These gas prices could keep climbing up higher. The food prices could keep going up higher. The Feds will not step in and they will not intervene if they don't see what they're gouged, flashing warnings. It's no more of the easy money. I don't know if you ever watched that documentary. You should if you haven't, on PBS, called Easy Money. That's when Fed Powell and his feds were in office, and all they did was just print every year, just print a whole bunch of money. We in trouble, we just turn on the machine and print money. New system. They're not going to do that at all. So the interest rate decision is basically what we already knew. They didn't give us much at all. We're in no man's land. We don't know what's going on. Well, we see the signs and stuff, but we don't know how the Feds are going to position themselves. We don't know the next rate hike, any of that. We just know that we're in uncertainty times, and the market does not like uncertainty. So what does that tell us? Tell us we're not in a clear trend. We got Iran negotiations all over the place, per usual. China now supposedly is giving Iran ammunition. So we know Trump over the weekend might wake up we'll say wake up for him. He's dead, but he'll probably wake up and be on his bull this weekend, get really aggressive with tariffs. The same old stuff. Everything's just been like mixed. We get bearish data and then we get bullish data, right? Every time we get the bearish data, the following day, here comes some bullish data. So we're not going down how we should go down, and we're not going up how we should. It's just we're trapped overall. Other than that, I don't have too much for macro. I haven't been putting out much because everything remains the same. We'll just go over the 5 macro distribution and then we'll head to the next segment. Where did I put the 5 macro distribution? Yeah, okay. Oh, this was the GIF right here that I was looking for last week. That's so true. So the 5 macro distribution. It's important we read this because we're at July 31st, which is the end of the month of July. This is the last day of July. So that means tomorrow will be in August. So that means I need to tell you guys what will happen in August. So I'm going to go to the post and read what will happen in August. And I thought by doing that, it'll be loaded by now, but it's still not loaded. So I gotta clean my hard drive. Still can't get the MacBook. The Queen is not letting me use it. I was thinking about just not even asking, just taking it and using it, swapping out the Acer for the Apple, but she might notice. So if anybody wants to donate to a good cause to continue these lives so they can be ran smoothly, no buffering or any of that, I'll send my Cash App or my Venmo. Matter of fact, I don't want no excuses. How about I send my Apple Pay as well? Because you know y'all find a way, and I got a Zelle. I just created a Zelle. I got every avenue. I thought about it. If you try to go here, I'm here. Here. So we'll do that. I'll drop that in. And let's see if we can raise up about $700, $800, somewhere around there. All right. So if this 5-month 2007 macro distribution pattern is truly lining up with what we are seeing on the 2026 monthly chart, then the clock started ticking right now in June. I said that when it was June. That does not mean the trapdoor snaps open tomorrow rising. Big money does not unload an entire institutional book in one session. They transfer risk slowly. They use time, fake bounces, premium decay, and emotional exhaustion to keep retail trapped while they quietly distribute into strength. June is month 1. Well, it was month 1. This is the opening peak and first distribution candle. On the monthly frame, sellers have already stepped in their 50,877.10 ticks zone and left behind that upper exhaustion wick. That is the first warning shot. July, that becomes month 2. That is where the market can manufacture sharp green bounces to make retail believe the dip is brought. The crowd starts chasing again. Bulls get comfortable. Premium gets chopped. But under the surface, wells will keep offloading the risk. All right, so you probably feel that right now. You might have did what Ab did and said, oh, all-time highs, and got some contracts, and now smoke. Contracts smoke. So if that happened, let's just follow the 5 macro distribution and stop trying to be genius. Geniuses. August. That's tomorrow, starting tomorrow. This becomes month 3 of the 5-month macro distribution. This is the heavy chop zone, the distribution phase. Price can grind sideways, fake both sides, and drain traders mentally and financially. This is where impatient traders blow accounts, trying to force the crash too early. So this is really, really important though. This is a heavy chop zone distribution phase. Price can grind sideways, fake both sides, and drain traders mentally and financially. This is by far the toughest month to trade, August. The liquidity is super low, and you don't want to take a full month off, so you're going to hop in trades. And if you're not scalping, you're probably scalping or day trading. You're probably gonna get smoked out there. And then if you're like going in puts, it's gonna bounce hard, right? And then when you get out them puts, it's gonna go down to your level, and then vice versa. When you get into calls, it's just gonna tank on you. And then when you get out the calls and go into puts, it's gonna rip up. That's what it's gonna do in August. So be careful over trading. This is when you really want to manage your risk. This is where you really want to be strategic. This is where you really want to be disciplined. And this is where you really want to purchase the Sniper Risk Console. Why? Well, I have the answer. The answer is simple. Because many of us don't know what position sizing is. What is position sizing, Ab? That is how much you spend on a play. Many of us don't know how much to put on a play. So what this risk console does is it calculates. Well, you feed it how much money you got, whether it's 500, a stack, 5 stacks, 10 stacks. I don't know. You balling if you like Rams, 50 stacks. Rams, I need some gas money for this weekend. So whatever you got, the risk console. Oh, let's pull this up real quick. Let me stop. Hold on. Let me stop talking and let me just show you. This is the risk console right here. Oops, let's delete this number. I want to feel like Rams real quick. How much we talking, Rams? 75K, 100K? What? What are we talking here? Shit. I have to damn, what did I do this on? App blazing. Something went wrong. Of course, everything goes wrong when I'm trying to do something. Anyway, the account total. There you go. How much we talking, Rams? 80K? All right, so the account total is the first thing. You're just smiling. I can't stand people. My brother does that. Everything is a game to him. Every time I'm being serious with him, he just wants to smile like life ain't that good. I'm the wrong person to say that, right? I always tell you to smile. All right, so the account total you'll put right here, whether it's my money or Rams money, I don't know, but how much you're willing to risk of your account. So if your account was 6,000, how much are you a super safe, cheap guy or gal, if you will? You'll do 1%. If you want to be like neutral, conservative, where you don't want to be too safe and you don't want to be too aggressive, you'll hit them with 2%. If you want to be really aggressive, you hit them with 3%. You really shouldn't go higher than that of your account. I'm giving you what the institutions do. We want to follow them. We don't want to follow retail. So if you're out there risking 10% of your account for one play, you're the one that needs to buy this. You need to buy this because you're going to blow your account. And then right here is the entry price. You'll put that in here. Entry price could be like, you'll put it in like a broker. Say $100. You'll put 1.00. Your stop loss price, how much you're willing to lose. If you're only willing to lose $30 of that $100, which is 1.00, you'll subtract $30 from 100. What is that? $70. So you'll put 0.70 as your stop loss price. Do you understand that? 1.00 is your entry price. 0.70 will be a stop loss price, meaning I'm only trying to risk $30, right? And then it'll tell you automatically when you put your account total on risk, it'll tell you like, hey, you only could risk $180. And then it'll tell you your max contracts that you could buy. If it says 0, what the 0 means, that means you can't afford it. Fingers off the trigger. And then position size is how much you're spending in total on that play. So yeah, that's what I got for you. And yeah, that's it. So I can pass it to Talisha. Don't really do the macro part. She's the straight technical. So I could pass it to Rams. Rams going to show us the economic calendar for next week and wherever else he has for us. But Talisha, if you do have something, by any means, go ahead and hit us with something.
Yeah.
And peace of blessings.
Hold me down for like 2 minutes. I'm already getting ready.
I don't want to. No, I don't want to. Marisol, Peace Queen. I knew you was coming. I posted the link for you. Shop, Peace King. Alex, Peace King. Oh yeah. I know. I figured. Ram said you better add some zeros. Yeah, I should have added to I had less. Yeah. So he's probably 125K, somewhere around there. I don't know. We got to figure it out though, because so listen, you know how we do, like we break down the money between us three, like what is that? 35, 35, 35. I don't know. I don't know right now. I think 35. But anyway, I was thinking maybe we 40, 10 maybe, because he don't really need the money, right? So I was thinking maybe we already cut the middleman out, so now we gotta. I don't know. I was thinking.
I agree.
I don't know. We'll talk about it. Let's see. I don't think he's listening right now, so I was just thinking like right now would be the perfect time. But then we can't trust everybody else that's on here. They might tell us. So, well, maybe we'll just do an individual chat, and just me and you, and we'll get these numbers and see what we're feeling. All right. So I hope every 33.33% easy. You're such a show off. Easy math. I bet it is, Angie. You're on your calculator.
Cut.
All right.
Also, we need Rams to slide us those plays before the general public. I need a backdoor. I need the play the day before. So I can be ready to enter.
Yeah. Shit. So damn, we're gonna have to give him like 15% probably. That's digging a little too. All right, we're gonna have to figure it out. I'm snitching. Ooh, Angie. Okay, Angie.
At least I tell you.
Else. Okay.
At least I tell you
I'm starting the bad list back up. So that's all I got. Do you got anything for this, Talisa? Any type of macro?
No, nothing specifically. I will just add that, be careful day trading, because you can see the price action. We do get some nice moves, but just because price moves doesn't mean there's a good entry. And so you just got to be mindful of that. I'm anticipating less trendy days, more mean reversion days. So if you do day trade, just be mindful of the environment. Yeah, I don't anticipate doing many swings. I rarely swing at all right now, but I don't anticipate doing much, if any, over the next month or so.
I agree. A lot of mean reversion. Wow, look at this 100K sniper right here. Look, walks away. I guess I'm too cheap for you. I demand some respect.
All right, I'm ready.
I like your hat, by the way.
Good nerves.
You feeling on you're someone's on their high horse.
Yeah, Rams look like money today. That's a money smile. I just made a lot of profit smile.
Ready to show off. All right, guys, we traded silver. We added to our positions. Now go ahead, Rams.
So, what's good, everybody? Apologies for being late. So, let's get right to it. Next week, now, let's point out what happened this week with Wars, because it wasn't much about the keeping the rate steady as it was about his tone, right? So now, why is this? Okay. So boom. So now, it was more about his tone, right? Now, we see that everything that's going on with oil and inflation is getting sticky. Job numbers are real tight. That means the working force is not letting go of their job. So the job force is real tight. Therefore, when you have these kind of situations, a rate hike comes on the table because you have to battle against that inflation. If everybody can afford something, that's no good. We got to start dropping some flies. Everybody can't afford it, right? So we got to start watching this guy's tone, because apparently he doesn't want to tell us nothing. He barely wants to do any of what his job entails, and he has a task force for everything. So he's already ruffling some feathers on Wall Street, and it seems like what Ab mentioned, the bond markets are the ones that are going to dictate where they see the markets going. Now, next week, like Ab mentioned, again, July is over. August is typically the summer rallies, if any, they're over. Now, you want to be very careful in August. That's why we've been selectively picking certain plays and we haven't been front running certain plays. You can see some of this tech stocks, you could see a dead cat bounce and then rip right back down. Or you could just see chop zone. So you want to be very careful in August. Okay? August, be very careful. Coming into September. Now, next week, Monday, starting right off the door, we got ISM manufacturers PMI and we got manufacturing prices. Right after that, on Tuesday, we got no, next week is busy. Next week we're gonna be real busy. I'm not sharing my screen.
Oh no, you're not.
Hold on.
This how I'm not like the others. I'm gonna tell you.
Thank you for telling me.
I like that pen too. What can I see that pen that you got? That fancy pen in your shirt? What's that?
Oh, the pen. Oh yeah, I got you right now.
I can't see you now.
For real?
Wait, now I can. Now I can.
You see the pen?
Oh, what? Wait, yeah. Hold on, I gotta pull your screen. What does that say on your pen? Wait, how the hell? Hold on. What that say?
Read, analyze, mark, snipe.
Does ours got that? Yeah. Never. I just know because I was using my red one and my yellow one. Only the blue one got that.
Nah. These were like a run I did back.
Just go ahead with your macro. I'm not even gonna get into it with you. That's crazy. So we don't even got the limited edition, Talisha. Crazy.
Oh shit.
All right, so what we got?
All right, so where was I? Oh, right here. All right, boom. So we back to Monday off the rip at 9 before the market even opens. They're gonna hit us with the ISM manufacturer. Tuesday morning, we got jolts. Tuesday morning, we're gonna see where the jobs numbers are coming, but more importantly than that, we got non-farm payrolls on Wednesday. Then we're going to have a revision on Friday, but we got unemployment claims Thursday and Friday. So this week is jam-packed with volatility. Jam-packed. This week is also going to tell us a lot about where the Fed is looking. Because in the speech, he kept saying, oh, well, we're having a family fight. Bro, I don't want to hear that. How many times he repeated that? That means the Fed in the background they're not agreeing. He's just painting it in a nice picture where, oh, we're having a family fight and it's the way it should be. No, that means some people are saying, bro, hike the rates because we have to. And some of the people are like, nah, chill. So we have a division inside the Fed. We got to see how this unfolds. Now, towards the end of the year, how we've been watching, we've been clocking this. So now, towards the end of the year, September is already around the block. So we have August, we're not going to have any FOMC or nothing. So now we have August free from any speeches or anything like that until September. We have a no change at 35% and a hike at 65. Let's see within this next 30 days, this next month, how these numbers develop. This is not where it's going to stay. This is going to move, whether this moves or this moves. But something is going to move. Now, for October, get inching in. So the closer the year, you start seeing that the closer we get to the end of the year, things are getting stickier and stickier. So we had a good half of this year. Tech ran up, semis ran up. A lot of people made their money. It was not easy money, but we knew where the money was just running to every single day. Now, this year has been testing a lot of traders. If you're not a day trader, sit down, chill, wait until your swing plays develop. If you're a day trader, this is your season. This is your type of year. If you're a swing trader, you wait until those swings develop. You wait until your weeklies, the monthlies, the dailies develop. Okay, so we all have to be trading in our zone. Don't force any type of trades in this environment because this is how we get cooked. This is the easiest way to get cooked. We see other people making money with their strategies, which are not our strategies, and we try to follow suit. Ah, they day trading, I could do it too, and boom, you start getting cooked. So we want to watch it and be very selective on what plays we're trying to jump in. Now let's go into the chart and let's just take a look at the broader market and see what's he doing. Look at that. Look at that. In the words of my brother, talk to me. Talk to me. And look at them buyers. Look at this. Show up. Show up. Show up. Show up. Look at them right there, holding the fort down. That's beautiful. Beautiful. It could still, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But right now, the way the buyers are holding the line right here, it's just beautiful. It's beautiful. But now let's get back to where we were going to. I think you looked at QQQ already, Ab, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I didn't look at nothing.
Okay. All right. So let's see. QQQ, see some buyers stepping in, but they're getting sucked dry. Okay, so now QQQ is at a pivotal moment here. Now we have, yep. Okay, so everybody can see it right there. We are at a massive supply. Massive, right here. So, right here, you fail, right back down. You got your highs, higher, low, higher, low, higher, low. You can see the trend. If you can break and hold this level, then we can start coming for this structure. But QQQ is in a very, very pivotal moment here. Now, will they just drop it? Not at all. But if you look where we are already. Structure held. Damn, wrong tool. Structure, we're getting right in. We're approaching. We're approaching it right there. We hit the bottom of this week's range right here. I'm going to zoom in so everybody can see. I'm going to give you guys an example because this is a good example on QQQ. I did the whole month with every week inside of it. So you can see the whole monthly move within the weekly moves. So we're holding right at this structure here. Can it come a little lower? It sure can. But as long as we are above this zone here, you can see this rip. If you can make the higher low, even if it's here, you can see this rip into that supply zone here. Big pivotal zone right here. You got to take it level by level on QQQ. You have to hold 683, reclaim 694, and then you have a chance to crack back over that $700. So QQQ has a task ahead. Now, we are at the end of the month. I'm going to give you all a suggestion. Do your monthly moves. This is a monthly move right here. This is the time to do it. You have the whole next month. You want to see what the next month, what the institutions are looking. You want to see what the footprint is starting to tell you for the whole next month. This is my whole, oh, damn it. This is my monthly move from here to here. This is my extended top of the range. This is my extended bottom of the range. This was the first week, second week, third week, fourth week, and a fifth week in July escaped me. Okay? We rejected, made a lower high, and It was sayonara. All the way almost by the bottom of the monthly expected move. This month's move is complete. Just because you're here doesn't mean it's just going to crash and burn. That's not what that means. Now, why I suggest everyone over this weekend, get on your charts, get in your whole monthly move. You don't know what it's going to be. It could be up that way, it could be more down. It'll give you that next point of structure of what the footprint looks like for August. And then you're also going to do your next week. The following week, you do the following week, the following week, the following week. But this is the time to get in your monthly moves. The weeklies you could do every Friday. The monthlies, you only have one time a month to do them. The end of the month, every month, is the time to do them. We're here now. It takes work, but this is what we gotta do to understand the field that we're playing in. If we can understand the field that we're playing in, you're just riding blank. So QQQ, that's what we're looking at. That's what we have right now for next week. Keep in mind, you cannot bypass your high. This is beautiful structure. Now we're here. This is not the time to short this lower high. It's not the time. The only time is when you break this low, go down, you pop, now you short that lower high, and that is your move. This does not outweigh the risk to your reward only because you see this trend. Why? Because this stands. And that point of structure will be defended. As you can tell, it came close. I would call it a dead cat bounce, but it doesn't matter. This is the point. They're defending this structure. However you want to see it, that is not the moment to short down to the gulag. Not from here, because we're already here. If you were here, cool. You broke this low, broke, you're going. You got it. If you were here, cool. You broke this low, boom, boom, you got it. If this held, you leave a runner, you got the extended move. Right now, it is not the moment to short. I will not say it enough here until you get confirmation. This could even be an H pattern developing. And then go. Okay? Or it can break finally here and then go. Then if it does this and it cannot reclaim, this would be your ideal entry, right? Because this can be chasing, this can fake you, go. You're still here. You need to break. You need to break this. Once this gets broken, you got your H pattern. It breaks lower high, can't hold, right? Then this whole piece of thin liquidity is all yours. So you get your reversal because this will be defended. That is your next leg of structure. Once we lose this, this is in trouble. But until we don't lose this structure, you cannot short this all the way down. Won't work. This will be defended. I won't repeat it again because I feel like I repeated it enough. That is what I'm looking at in QQQ. You are in this range. You want to see this either break above or break below. You're in this range now. It is very, very crucial you don't front run a tape here. Unless you're a day trader, then you're in. Now, let's see SPY. What did it do? What did it cook? Buyers are here. Okay. Okay, so you see the buyers there, but they're getting absorbed and right inside the same range. So this, oh damn it, this might not close too pretty today. Yeah. This is also at a pivotal. No, where's my thing? Oh, right here. At a pivotal zone. See this point of structure here? It's perfect. You're gonna lose this. This has no volume. This has no volume at all. So you could lose this, but if you can hold this and close, that'll be the best bet for next week. If you lose this at the market closing and come down next week, we're in trouble. So have this here to hold us up. Next week, we're in trouble. Regardless of which, we just went through the calendar. Next week is jam packed. Don't be surprised if you see this all throughout the week until Friday, because non-farm payrolls are going to move the market. Jolts as well. Thursday, Friday, most important days next week, the end of the week. So get your day trades in if you're a day trader. Only if. So that's SPY. Let's look at the long. Let me see if it correlates the same with QQQ. Well, there goes that diamond top. It's trying, but it's not losing it. If you look at it, just bang. You still got your low, higher low, failed to go lower. You get your pop. So we're still here. We are still here. We are still here. If we cannot break above, this is only a higher low. Now you'll be in this range, but this is a nice range. It's not like in QQQ. You got this to play with, all of this to play with. If this rejects here, you can short this right back to the bottom of the range. There's at least 25 points of value in that range. That is the only time I would ever play a range if there's value in the range. If the range is very tight, I will not play the range. And honestly, you have this 740 here to watch for that I actually just saw. So really, you cannot play this until you break under 740. So SPY at another pivotal zone, this 740 structure right here. Above 740, you can see 750. Below 740, right back down to the gulag, 730. So SPY, we will see a lot of volatility next week. Next week, almost every day, we have news. We have numbers coming out. Let's see what else can we look at. Let's take a look at IWM. Haven't looked at IWM in a while. Okay. Oh, they stepping in right at this point of structure right here. So everything is at a critical zone. Stepping in right here. Stepping in right there. This is starting. Price action is starting to get real tight in this channel. Real tight. This either reclaims, you lose this point of structure, you're right back down to this level. Let me see what that is, what number that is. 281. So if we lose that 287 area, you gotta start watching that 281. You got levels. You got a lot of levels here. As long as you can stay above this low, you're still bullish. Right now, this is still good. You're consolidating into this structure, but you have to reclaim. You have to hold this. Looks like buyers want to step in, but it doesn't look, they're not strong enough here. They are not strong enough. Somebody stepped in here. Somebody stepped right in here, right at that point of structure. They're trying to hold that floor. This run, no legs. This run, the candles don't match. Okay? The selling pressure, though, came in heavy. The selling pressure here came in heavy. Every time we sell, we come in heavy. Okay? So this is more of a distribution channel than it is accumulation. You see that the buyers are trying to step in. They're trying to. See here, they got rejected. So you have massive volume here on that rejection. So you have to watch this range. This range right here is not worth trading from here to here to here to here. That's not worth the headache. From 87 to what's that? What's right here? To 94, that is not worth the headache. So IWM has to break out of that range for one. Has to hold this massive, massive demand. Massive. Which right now is holding. It's holding, but it seems like there is a chance. There is a chance sellers want to bring this back into that 287. They're not done. If somebody's accumulating here, they are not done. This will come back. And then that's how the way accumulation works. They will not just one time pick up and go. Don't work like that. They're gonna buy, let it run, buy, let it run, buy, let it run, buy, take off. That's the way accumulation works. This can take weeks. In some cases, it can take months. Not saying that's what's going to happen with IWM. It's just a reference as an example on how accumulation and distribution works. And let's look at the industrials because they actually been kind of cooking. Let's see what they're doing. And I think yesterday was one of the best 10 days of the market, which is bullshit because the day before that was one of the worst days. So
Rams.
Yeah.
Let's stay on sniper roadmap because this is more. This will be the next segment. This will be like
go ahead.
Your core focus or your sector.
I was going off anyway. Go ahead.
Let's have Talisha give us her bullish and bearish paths, key levels, and all that good stuff.
I think Rams just did it, which is good. I can look at SPY again, but I agree with everything he said.
Yeah, because all right, if you
there's I mean,
it is glitching on my end, or
this perspective. I completely agree. I think the levels that Rams meant out are absolutely massive. Mostly focusing on SPY. I don't know QQQ as well, but massive levels. And I'll just add that when he talks about the range, keep in mind that's the range for the higher time frame. So if you are day trading, that's not the range you're looking at. You're looking at a much smaller range to trade within, right? So some of those massive structural levels are important, but if you're day trading, you're going to want to be looking more at I'm not sharing a chart right now. You're going to want to be looking more at the hourly levels, right? Like, what are the here I can show.
You're not sharing your screen, right?
I'm about to share it. No, I wasn't yet. Let me pull up this. Let me get over to this other screen and share this here. Oh. Let's see. So again, I agree with everything. And when Rams is looking at ranges and levels and things like that, you know, he's looking at more of more macro perspective, right? So your range is absolutely, I completely agree. This is the range if you're looking to swing. But when you're day trading, just keep in mind, this isn't the range you're playing day trading, right? So even though we are definitely, what do you call it? We've been range bound since May. When we're day trading, we're looking at a daily range, right? So we're looking at just what's happening day to day. And so a much smaller portion of this becomes your range. So even though it can be a little bit challenging, let me hide some of the drawings for a second, can be a little bit challenging, we're looking at what's happening day to day as opposed to what's happening hour to hour, even minute to minute, as opposed to what's happening day to day, week to week. So just adding that for perspective. Either way, that 740 level has been completely massive. It's right here. It's, you know, on SPY, and it's just been brutal to get through. We get massive rejections off of it, or we get massive dumps when we close through it. So it's been a massive level, even in day trading. But I just wanted to add that. Just keep in mind for the ranges in context to what you're trading. So if you're swinging, everything Ram said. If you're day trading, go to your smaller ranges, your daily ranges, your hourly ranges, and look for what price is doing within there. So day to day, as I'm trading these expansions, right? So yes, on the larger time frame, we've been range bound, but on the shorter time frame, the smaller time frames, we do get some nice expansion day to day, and that's what I focus on trading. Other than that, I did notice that we on ES, I did notice that we swept, where we swept for the week was right at this monthly pivot. So that's interesting. So my current bias is that we get it, and I'm looking at ES just because it's more comprehensive for some of the more macro stuff. My current bias is that we shoot back up here to somewhere in the 75, 63, because that's where the next weekly liquidity is. But, you know, again, to Rams's point, we could take the scenic route to get there and just chop along the way until we get up there, right? But this is notable that we rejected very hard right at this monthly pivot point. That's very notable. That's not coincidence. Also rejected the current week open. We've rejected, let me see where the current month open is. So my lean current month open is up here. I don't think we get back up there today, maybe. I don't think that happens today. But my lean is definitely bullish that price wants to go get some more buy side liquidity up here, mostly based on this massive weekly rejection at that pivot point, at a monthly pivot. That's not a daily pivot. These are monthly pivots, right? So that's all I'll add. And then we're closing above this gap. So that's important. So my macro bias is, yes, we're still in this range, but I do anticipate us going to get some buy side liquidity before we continue ranging and potentially come back down. And I still just see us in this, I've showed this a couple of times, but this, whatever you call it, I don't even know what you call it, this channel thing. I still see this, that we just keep, you know, maybe this channel expands a bit, but I just see that we just keep ping-ponging back and forth until we get some true expansion for the year. And then looking at the quarterly, let me go back to ES actually. Looking at the quarterly, when we think about the making of a candle, this is our first quarter, which is generally accumulation-ish, even though we had some expansion. Second quarter, when we think about the making of the candle, this becomes the wick, and whatever happens in the middle becomes the body of the candle. And so I still wouldn't be surprised if at some point we come down somewhere in here to keep making this yearly candle, right? and then either push back up or we close lower. But this right here is just kind of setting the range for the year. What happens as this quarter, 1, 2, we're in the third quarter XAM. This is the manipulation quarter of the year. So what happens here is going to really determine how we close the year out. Do we continue to close above, or do we come back up and sweep these highs? Do we continue to go higher and chop around and then close above here to push higher for the year? Or do we sweep this prior quarter high eventually, just sweep it, right? And then start getting some of this sell side liquidity below, because keep in mind, there's still a lot of imbalances and liquidity below here that we never accounted for with this run up. So, yeah, those are kind of my thoughts. But 100% agree with all the levels Ram called out.
Thank you. I'm glad you showed, because we all have different trading styles. So some people are waiting for you to show your chart. Some people are waiting for me to show my chart. Some people are waiting for Rams to show his chart. And Janice, I just closed your camera because you had it.
Dude, I don't know.
Alex, which indicator are you talking about?
I was just about to say that's one of these, Alex. Mind your business. Stay tuned. Say he's talking about the stay tuned one.
The stay tuned one? Oh.
You know what I'm talking, the one that you I don't really want to say.
Most of these I built myself, because I'm particular. It's a nice way to say it. But I don't know which one you were referring to. Most of these I built.
Where you had the current month open, he said.
Oh, yeah, that's one I built myself. That's my levels indicator. I did share that one in my channel. I'll try to pin it. This one, I did share this. So you can have all the levels you need. I mean, really all the levels that I like. And if they're useful for you, that's great. But I kind of try to build tools to help me not automate my trading style, but take away decision making. So in the morning, I don't want to have to mark levels. I don't want to have to think about where the levels are. I just know I need certain levels that are important to me, and I just want to know where they're at. So it just saves me time the more I can automate some of that decision making. But everything on here, except for the pivots, is stuff that I built.
Shouldn't have let him go. That's on you. You know he don't do shit right.
All right. Thank you for that. I got, I'm a breeze through, and then we'll let Rams go back into the where he was going to take us, the sector rotation thing. Well, not sector, well, different sector. All right, so I want to show y'all bonds. I should have did that when I was doing macro, but I wasn't. I was all over the place. I want to show y'all bonds and VIX, and I want to show you a few other things. I'm gonna go through everything. I'm gonna go through SPY, IWM, QQQ, boom. But we're gonna do it fast though, so I'll be done by 3. So should I start off with ES? We'll start off with ES, and then I'll go to bonds. ES, very interesting. They're bringing back my all-time highs. These, I was saying on Wednesday that I'm getting more and more. It's from highs. I'm starting to throw it out all the way, but still here. They brought back some life today. That range that we in, this shouldn't be no shock. I believe. Get it? Shock. Shock is on this own. This shouldn't be a shock because I think the past 3 weeks we've been saying that the range is 740 Oh, what did I say? I said the huge range is $728 to $756. Still in that range, of course. And then the immediate range is I redid it and I said 730 to 740 is the one for this week. And we see we retested 740 early today. We got a nice bounce and we're running back up. And now we broke. What's interesting to me is we broke out of my selling channel. What is a selling channel? A selling channel is exactly what it sounds like how the Nile River, that's a channel. You hit the left bank, you hit the right bank, but you stay in between the left bank to the right bank, and you go where the stream is going. If it's going down, you're going to go down. It'll pull back some, and it'll keep going down. The same with the market. When it's a selling channel, it'll hit my upper, then it'll hit my lower, and it'll keep doing that, bouncing ping pong, and it's slowly going down or fast going. That's the selling channel. So we broke out of that, which is very, very interesting to me. Because now we have a huge chance of snatching so much liquidity and go for an explosive run. My damn thing, bro. So I'm back on the table with all-time highs. I didn't take it fully off the table, but I lost my confidence with it and back fully with it. Just looking at the can. What I'm seeing, it was a crazy, crazy bounce. So I have so many reasons for it. The only thing that's interesting to me is yesterday's daily candle. The way that it bounced like this right here. We're gonna come back down here eventually. I just don't know when. So right now my moving averages are all they're letting my candles pass by. They were aggressively declining yesterday and the week before that. Aggressively declining. I'm looking at my chart now, it completely flipped. They're actually holding support now. From yesterday's candle is support. Look right here. The body of the candle. Right here. My 5-day moving average is right on top of it. My 10-day moving average right on top of it. Is actively holding as support, holding as a floor. Then we look at a 20-day moving average. I said today in the Discord we was going to retest the 20-day. We're not rejecting it hard, which is very interesting to me. I look for rejections or what do you call it? Acceptance. And it's more so acceptance right now. You're not getting sellers is not doing what sellers were supposed to keep their foot on the gas. They let the buyers in today, which is not good. So I noticed here I was watching my put wall, my call walls, they were all over the place today. It was so hard for me with the terminal today because 9:30, the call wall was at 750 and the put wall was at like 740. And then 2 minutes later, every 2-3 minutes, it kept flipping. It kept expanding and then it kept short and tight. So it was very tricky. And then eventually, it finally we broke below 742, and then I seen the call wall went from 760 all the way to 742, acting as resistance with a put wall down at 730. It was telling me we're pinned for today. So then I went into ES and I said above 7,463 buyers are in control for the day. They recaptured that area. Sellers were supposed to actively defend that 7,472 area. That would have kept us in my selling channel. They could not defend it. And now we not only broke out the selling channel to the upside, we reclaimed our immediate moving averages. So I was confident that buyers would step in for the day, and SPY absolutely ripped once we grabbed that 7,472 area. So now looking at this, I know for a fact we're going to come up here to $7,565.50. The whole thing is now, can we go higher? That's my whole thing. because this is a tough area up here. 7,665 to 5,080. No, let's go higher. My white line right here. We'll say 76. 7,600 is what I'm looking at. So we're gonna attempt to go at all-time highs again here in this area. And again, look, where are we? Right here. Remember, I kept telling y'all we're in a demand zone. You see this rectangle right here? That's my demand zone. Look. We're 4 for 4. One. You could count this if you want. One. We went up, broke out, came back down, retest. One. Every time we come to this area, you go up, boom, came here, or this area, boom. Now look, same thing. This is like a 5 for 5 thing now. You came here, we said this on Wednesday. We pointed this out. We came here, and look, buyers step in, and now you're ripping up again. And then look at this beautiful retest you get off the channel, off my trend line right here. I did my trend line like this, I think last week from this wick right here. I used this wick and this wick right here in order to get me a trend line. Cause, I'm a body type of person, but I do use every now and then I'll use the wicks. And look what happened when I used that wick. We bounced exactly off of my trend line. If I'm not a sniper, then who is? Talk to me. And then we broke out of the selling channel. On 10-day, grabbed it. So now we're gonna look for that to go up, and then I'll go to NQ. I have to look at a little more for me. As far as to the ups, what's interesting about NQ is bouncing off of my trend line as well. Right here, same thing, bouncing off my trend line. The 200 was right there. Buyers immediately stepped in at my AV WAP immediately. Oh, and then ES, that was the golden zone where buyers immediately smashed it. So that's not something light. But if we looking at NQ, it's going to invalidate. It looks like it's about to invalidate this downside trend. I'm looking for it to break this area right here that I got my dotted line on. And it looks like it's acceptance right here again. 5 days bouncing off my 100-day. The 10 days not. It was fairly declining, but it's weak. The candle was the 5 days pushing it up. Strong momentum to the upside. We're starting to break up. Now we're about to retest this 20. Once you recapture the 20-day moving average on NQ on the daily, we're running to all-time highs. I promise you that. We got this AV watt right here, but that's not much at all. I just need NQ to act this. I just need NQ to get his act together. ES wants to go up. NQ is holding it down. But once NQ grabs this 20-day moving average, we're going to attempt to hit all-time highs. And we have to remember NVIDIA kicks off August with earnings. So we're going to pay attention to NVIDIA. So overall, right, NQ is very close to breaking an area that I want to see. We rejected that area to ascent. Look at that. Right here, my dotted line underneath these candles. If we look at today's candle, it rejected exactly there. But look at the candle; it was weak. Sellers didn't have no follow through. They messed up. That was their chance right there. They gotta hope that something bad happened over this weekend. So NQ is setting up, and I like how it's setting up. Overall, and we're headed into August, which is a crazy thing to see because I'm short-term bullish, overall bearish. So it's crazy market that we're in. We look at IWM. If they're going up, they're going to confirm this trend for me. If I see IWM ripping up, they confirm the trend for me. I need small caps to definitely participate in this move up, and they're participating. Look at this nasty bounce right here. And look where you bounced at. Buyers stepped in where they needed to step in at. They stepped in at the bottom of the trend line down here, and you not only cracked the resistance, you went and you went and recaptured the whole thing. Now let's see if we close here because we're rejecting the 20 here, but we're not rejecting hard at all. I like this bounce that you're seeing here on IWM. Overall, IWM don't look like it's ready to fall yet. You're bouncing off of previous all-time highs right here. This is a beautiful setup to go long at once all the indices start participating together. This is I mean, I would say when I say to go long, not a deep swing trade, just like 2-day 4 DTE, something light, because you don't want to get smoked out here. But really, honestly, day trading, I wouldn't even swing trade too much. But it's there for me. And I'm about to run through real quick now. So just buy QQQ, bonds VIX. Wow. All-time highs. All-time highs. All-time highs. This is beautiful right here. Yeah, sellers messed up on that one. They took their foot off the gas. So let's see. We're not showing no. And I seen with that volume. Do you know yesterday was the biggest volume that we had since the last time we bottomed? When I seen that, I'm like, damn. There's no coincidence. The volume that poured in yesterday was the last time we had that much volume, we bottomed. So it's likely that we hit all-time highs. I have to find the exact thing, and I'll post in the Discord what I'm talking about. But the last time we had this much volume we did yesterday, that was the bottom. So that's something that really caught my attention. But look when you step in this distribution zone. What is the market is about patterns. When you step here, you go up, right? Come back down, buyer step in. You go back up here. Come back down, buyer step in. You go back up here. Come back down, buyer step in. You are going back up here, right? Just like ES is like, what is 1, 2, 3? It's like 4 for 4. It's about to be 5 out of 5 because now I'm seeing these candles. Look at this candle right here. If you are bearish short term on this, you are you're in a world of trouble because you're at the we was at the bottom of the range. Then here is the middle of the range. We're now breaking above the middle of the range, trying to reclaim this white trend line. You reclaim that, you're going. I promise you, you're going to 755. Once you get to 755, you're only $3-4 shy from all-time highs. So we got to be and if NVIDIA earnings is good, that's going to give us our push. And the only thing that's I don't have to really worry because I'm short-term bullish. We're right there. I'm overall bearish. So the first week of August is going to be very interesting. QQQ is getting his act together. QQQ is going to help because QQQ was going down. So this is tech heavy. It makes the index heavier than E. So NQ is heavier than ES because of tech. Tech is more fragile and it's more sensitive. So when you're looking for a drop, you want to trade NQ. You want to trade that QQQ. It's going to be cleaner drops than versus SPY and stuff. So if I'm seeing them go down, I know the market is probably going to start to follow. But if I see them going up and the market, and SPY is going up and IWM's going up, you know, you don't have much fight, no much resistance. You have no choice but to go up. And the moving averages, they're not declining. But we look at our bond yield. I'm about to wrap this up real quick. I didn't mean to go in this much. It just when I seen it, it was beautiful. So I had to really go off of it. The only thing that I could see that could mess this up is this weekend. Trump. You know he's good for that. As soon as the market close up, it's time to tweet. So look at this. This is why I want to point this out.
Alex is asking if your green candles mean something. The hollow green candles. I'm thinking he's asking about.
Yeah. So that I just do the hollow green because look at my moving averages. You see how I can see them. I can see how it's pointed through my candle. My candles are only hollow, so I can see how my moving averages are pointed. I need to see every little detail, like right here. This might not mean much to people. I can't really point it. So look where my dotted line is at. I'm gonna move my hand off and then pay attention to the detail in the moving average once I move it right now. You see that little
It
dent
disappears
right?
behind us. Yeah.
That is so important for me. Just that little right here, this little pinch right here is so important to me. So I need to see what it's doing inside the candles. If I don't, this is a huge part of my strategy. If I don't see it, I'm gonna be like in no man's land. The moving averages tell me where price go before price goes there. So I need to see every time they're doing something, what they're doing. Every little move like this, it told me it's consolidating and then boom, pushed up. My moving averages is really they're a deadly tool for me. And
he
then
said that he was asking because it looks like some are filled in and some are not.
oh, some of the green ones. I have no idea. Someone asked me the same thing too. I think when they're dark green, when they're shaded, I don't think that when it's shaded, it's not a bullish candle. But I'm not too sure though. But from what it looks like, when it's shaded, it's not a bullish candle.
Oh, that's interesting. That's helpful. And then Levine asked, "Is that a squeeze?" I think she was referring to when you were talking about going back to all-time highs. I think.
Yeah, it would be because if you just look at the sentiment and what the Wells is doing it's almost for every one call there's 3 puts, so everybody is bearish right now. If we get caught off guard, we have no choice. Shock knows we have no choice but to scramble. The market makers get caught off guard, the institutions get caught off guard. They have no choice but to jump in with retail and FOMO calls because they have to hedge their positions. That's what's going to create the squeeze. If we're caught off guard, that's the bad thing. If we're all bullish and some bad news come out, guess what? We're gonna have a nasty drop because now we have no choice. They have no choice but to hedge their positions, and then the FOMO buyers and stuff like that. So it does create a squeeze when the market gets caught off guard like that. Right now we're in this range, but say we break 750, the market's gonna get caught off guard. Nope. Because I'm looking at the sentiment like all on X. Nobody think we could break 750. Myself, I'm like, damn, that 750 wall is crazy. But it's like, if you break that, you caught off guard. And now we look at the downside. I don't really see it too much, but I'm sure a lot of people don't think we could break that 730 area because now this past 2 weeks we keep coming down there, but we pop back up. You break that area, a lot of people get caught off guard. So this is how squeezes happen when you're faked out, when the sentiment is heavy biased to one side and the market goes the opposite direction. That's how squeezes are created a lot of the times. This right here, this squeeze isn't good. This is not even you would think it's like so I don't know what I'm even trying to say. You would think it's spiral ripping or something, but this is the bond market. This is not good. But it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to hurt us right now, though. Like the Feds aren't doing nothing at all, so this could keep going up and keep crushing our economy. This isn't good. We're squeezing hard. I had posted on my YouTube, if anybody could find it. In my post, I break down exactly what the 10 year is for and exactly what the 2 year is for. But I'm not gonna go into it because I don't know where I put it at and I don't want to waste too much time. It's already 3:10. Trying to see if I can find it on my phone quick, but no, I can't. So yeah, so this is the 10 year. That's crazy. This is the 2 year. And I'm not even gonna throw my fib on it right now because I don't want to take too much time. But as you can see, we're not slowing down. 2 years ripping. It didn't even take off yet. 2 years about to hit. It's what that. I got the fib for the 2 year. The 2 years about to take off, and then I want to look at TLT. What is interest rates doing? If this is going down, it's not good. This is not good. This is the daily that we're looking at. This isn't the intraday. This is the daily that we're looking at. This is really bad. TLT is what I look at to see what interest rates are doing. That's good for the economy. They want this 2% and stuff like that. We need to see TLT go up. Look what it's doing. Look what it just broke. Now let's look and see the last time we was at $82 to see how severe or see how bad how bad the environment that we are in. I don't think we grasp the type of environment we're in. Where my 5 macro distribution, I don't know what my 5 macro distribution is based off the 1987 crash, right? The 2008 financial crash. The fact that we're hitting it 2 out of 2 months, and now we're headed to the 3rd month. If this 3rd month hit, that's some scary stuff that you shouldn't take lightly. It's bigger than the market now. You're going to start feeling the pressure if you own your house and if you finance your car. And look at the last time we was here. Last time we was here was 04, just before the recession. 04. The last time you was down here. This is not good, y'all. Not good at all. The last thing I want to show is VIX, and then I'll give it off to Ransel, the industrial. I went 13 minutes over time. I'm usually good with my time. I was trying not to take too much, so we all could spit that work. And then VIX is crashing. VIX is crashing. $15.30. And if you don't know in the Discord, if you don't know anything about the VIX, all you got to do is go to our announcement channel and then type in VIX. You'll see 2 posts and it'll break down every level of the VIX and what it means. All right, so VIX is coming down to the mid 15s and potentially 14s. And it don't look like we're about to bounce. So that's telling me that we could possibly rip. Today had no choice but to rip. You want to pay attention to VIX tells stories. Like if it drops 10%, the chances of it bouncing in the next 2 days is like an 85% clip. There's a whole bunch of stats that you guys need to start doing your homework with the data and stuff. It'll help with your trading if you're day trading. And that's all I got for that. We're not going to go in to the metals because Rand's talking about the silvers, so I'll really let him get into the metals if he want. Yeah, that's all I got though. And I should have been brought this stuff up. This is very important though, and we're headed to yeah. Speaking of that Bank of Japan, they're trying to save them. Bank of Japan currency defense factor into our bond rates. Yeah, for sure. For sure. That yen. Definitely, the yen is what the highest that has been in some time. So definitely, what y'all. I'm glad Shock just said that. KOSPI. That's the one of the most important tickers that you want to pay attention from now to like October. It's going to let us know if a real crash is about to happen. You see, if every night you see that thing tank, I promise you, the next day the market's going to tank. Every day that thing tanks hard, the next day the market gets smoked because they're tech. You know, we used to convert our money into yen because the yen help us get our assets at a cheap price. So their bond market is basically, they bought up like, so it's basically all tech, like all tech. So when they drop, our market really drops, and then we got to watch this yen unwind. The Japan is really important to us. They invest the most money into our bond market. That is why. So if we see them taking all their money, because they're taking a lot of money out of our bond market now. So that's hurting us, putting pressure on our market because they was buying so much of our tech and stuff. If they're taking all their money out and worrying about their yen and they're intervening, because now they're stepping in and dropping a lot of money in their system to try to save their market. They no longer care about our current currency no more. So we're going to get hurt from that because they was our number one buyer and now they're trying to leave us. So we got to really pay attention to TNX. I don't look at. I think I looked at it a few times, but I don't know much about it though. But I'm really just looking at KOSPI EWJ, and just overall, I keep my eye on Japan every single day. And if you're trading, if you're a day trader, swing trader, I promise you, if you look at Japan, it will help with your trades, especially if you're a day trader. I should have been told y'all. If you see KOSPI dropping at night, you'll see it like the thing drops like 10%. It rallied 20% 2 days ago. Look what the market did. It rallied like 15% last night. Look what the market is doing. Pay attention to that, to Japan's market. Japan market always tell us when our recession is here. Always. That's all I got. Rams, my bad, bro. You could take over.
No, you can leave it. You good. I'm not gonna take too much either. Hold on, let me share my screen. All right. So yeah, so let's look real quick at the industrial. Hold on. So right here. That's interesting.
And shout out to LXVCC on YouTube. He sent us a gold trophy for 1,000 jewels. And Sonny, Peace King, peace and blessings to both of y'all, and we appreciate that.
But look at the Dow. I mean, the Dow's not even looking bad, and we're at all-time highs still in the Dow. And this is not looking bad. The Dow is the only thing still follow structure. I mean, this is beautiful. Like, even though, I mean, I don't like anything at all-time highs, but you can see where the money feels comfortable. It's like perfect structure. Now you're at a big supply zone in the Dow. But even if you want to come and test this area, this has potential. It still has potential in the industrial sector. Now, mind you, that new money comes in every month. So we're going into August, and August is the dog days. But you got to see where money starts to flow in the first week of August. Where is the safe haven? Those safe havens, as you can tell, AI infrastructure is still in play. That's going to be your A Labs, your ABGOs, your VRTs, your Marvell Technologies, MTZ. Is something I really like, and it's dropping nice. Like, this is beautiful for AI infrastructure right here. And look at this nasty drop. Like, oh, this looks so good right here. I mean, this point of structure right here looks good, and this volume node is what I'm hunting. We can get down here with some structure. I don't just want to get down here. I need to see a pop, boom. So we can do this, then you go. That is the structure you want to see. You don't want to just see anything do this, because then you lose it. You don't want to see anything do this, because then that's how V shapes happen. You want to see the struggle everywhere. This is generation. Generational. MTZ. Keep that in your list. VRTs, of course. Everybody knows I'm watching that. This is an industrial play right here. Beautiful. Let's go to the weekly. On VRT, I'm gauging off my weekly. And see, right now, you have VRT coming off this imbalance right here. I don't really get like this. My handy dandy. So you see it coming off this imbalance right here. Bang, right? Bounce right here. Some sellers got smoked right there. You see that little pink dot right there? Sellers got smoked. A big selling whale appeared right there and tried to sell some more right off that structure, and they got smoked. This got bought right back up by the buyers. Now, I don't want to see the reclaim from this imbalance. I want to see a pop and lose this structure. Damn it. I want to see this pop and lose that imbalance. Boom. This is what I want to see with VRT. I want VRT closer to the discount areas. Now, this is another generational pop. We have points of structure right here. That 190 level looks perfect. If we can get down, and it can happen. These are the moments where I think Ab mentioned this, and he couldn't be farther from the truth. These are moments where you have levels marked way down below that you thought weren't gonna hit. You gonna see them. You gonna see them. This sweep for now. So I'm expecting a dead cat bounce right here. This sweep right here. I can see it. But then I can also see more downside. I would love to chip away right here. This is generational. Generational. I work with VRT products every day. These guys ain't going nowhere. Every closet I build, VRT everywhere. Everywhere. Vertiv is in all of my closets. Every single one. I will always vouch for these guys. Now that they were overextended and we were just looking for simple moves up here, pops, great. But when you see this, these are generational pops. That is what you want to see for nice deep swings. That is what I'm waiting for. Now, VRT, MTZ, watch AVGO because that's structure. That's industrial too. A-Lab's been cooking. I think this thing it was running. There we go. There we go. So now you're starting to see things come back. Now, if you can pop, hold, right? Low, failure to go lower, higher low, you can start working this. That is beautiful. This mitigated the whole entire imbalance here. Jumped right as structure. Now it needs to hold. Pop, higher low, then you can go. These are things that you must see. This is where patience. Just because you see it somewhere, oh, it hit the level, there. It hit the level, I'm in. That doesn't always work because next candle could just do this and eat that up. Come into this imbalance, take all of that out, and come right back down. And then come into this structure, liquidity, then go. So you got smoke if you don't stay in the play, or if you ran the play front running right from here. So this is why you have to see points of structure. We already got the sweep we want to see. Now it has to pop and hold. Higher low, you go. Has to. If those criterias are not met, there's no trade. Chances are this is only high, higher low, failure to go higher, boom, right back into that structure. So this is why we have to be patient and we have to wait. We have to trade on our terms. And just to add that these contracts for this company are super expensive. Do you want to pay a high premium or do you want to be patient, wait for a beautiful level and get this at a massive discount? That is the point. It's not to be in the play, but it's to wait for the best reward possible. That is the gist. So looking at A-Lab as well, in the infrastructure fields. What else? Okay, and as far as the dog days in August, you want to look at utilities. Definitely look at utilities. XLU. Just pay attention to utilities. Look where we are. This has it still can run within this range because August demand safe havens. Utilities is a safe haven. XLV. This is a safe haven. Okay? These are August, September's. These are where the markets rotate to. Utilities, pharmaceuticals, oil, energy. This is what they look at. XOM, CDX. Look at XLE. Right? So that is the roadmap from here to, I want to say, the end of August. We will take the next 30 days. We will see how August performs. As mentioned about metals, let's go take a look at gold and silver. Let's see what these guys are doing. It's massive. This is massive. This level is massive because if we break, look, this is why this is so massive. We're on the week. Damn, I hate that because I can't make a straight line with that. This. We're at this point of structure right here. This is so massive. If we lose this, it's sayonara, nice to know you. This is thin liquidity here. This is an easy drop. Easy drop. It's an easy out. This is why this play right now is so easy. Look at your risk, right? This is your risk. You lose this level, you're out. You're out with a paper cut because you already know that if we lose that, this is inevitable, right? This point of structure would be inevitable. Now, this is your reward. That is beautiful. That is textbook. Easy. This is macro context. This is just macro context. You're on a week. You're holding for the week. And you can see here in gold, right? Oh, damn, I thought I had my pen on. You can see here in gold that from this massive sell-off that led into this, you see here, okay, we were still strong. Why? Because my average line is here. This was still strong here, which we got a dead cat bounce, right? Because look, volume was going down as we ripped, right? So you already knew this higher low, this point of structure right here failed to break above. It broke down. Now, on that last breakdown, this is the beauty of volume. Look what happens here. Selling pressure was still strong. This kicked it off. Now, we are in this drop base. Look at the seller exhaustion. That is textbook. Can we still break? Of course we can. I am not a market god. I am not a guru. Yes, but context is VPA says, volume and price analysis says, sellers are not as determined as when we were up here, down here. Right here, we're looking at buyers trying to hold the line and step in because the risk and the reward. You lose this, you're off with a paper cut. You reposition, you get your money back and you're good. Ain't nothing. But because you see where the risk is, you are willing to risk that tiny amount for this amount. You can have take profit 1, take profit 2. Continuation, ambitious, take profit 3. This is the setups that you want to look for, not something that's already sitting here. Where are we going? I love gold. Love it. Let me see something. Weekly. All right. Okay, so from the 4-hour, you already see the RSI divergence here. On the 4-hour, it's not on the weekly. The weekly is fine with the RSI. So you can go by that weekly context for that RSI. Now, Damn, bro, my thing is lagging. Why is it not letting me go click it? All right, so look, from here, just follow my thing. From here to here, and you got flattening. You have accumulation, okay? Show you even a better one. Look at all the buyers stepping in. That little green dot, that little purple dot, buyers step right over them. This is getting massive buyers holding the line. They are holding the line. That's why if we lose this, no hesitation. You're out. No hesitation. You walk away, no emotion. You already see what the field is. Easy. Now, 4 hour, you still have RSI divergence on gold. And on the daily, yeah, from here to here, you still have it. You got the small pop. So on the daily and the 4 hour, you got bullish RSI divergence on gold. Gold, I love. I love. As long as you stay in this level above this 370, you're golden. This is golden. Silver. Same story. You guys already know the whole breakdown on silver. Same story. Silver, I'm very, very excited about this play. This is A plus to me. The reward versus my risk here is amazing. We can definitely see this 55. We have enough time to let this cook because remember, this is macro context. Macro context means it's a swing play. We already played this. We already ate off of this on the short term. Now, yeah, y'all guys see what I did today. So I am excited about this. I am very excited about this. Silver, failure to go lower. This is so bullish. So bullish. We pop over this 55, 60, here we come. 58 is where we're going to trim. Just so you guys know. I never trim right at that. I always walk to the door. I don't run to the door. I don't run out the door. I walk. Take my time. I don't want to rush. Bang.
To me.
Bang. So silver, gold, very, very, very bullish on both. Very bullish. Is there time? Now, if you notice, the markets, they're closer to all-time high. Look what this is. Look where these are. These already dropped. These already dropped. This is a beautiful drop. Beautiful. Beautiful. We made it to the finish line. This is our pivotal moment. Even if we go to here, that is all beautiful. That is risk to reward ratio and patience for most important of all. That's all I got on that. Okay. Who want to take over for a second? I got to go get the dogs real quick in the back.
Okay. Talisha.
Yes.
Hi, how are you doing, ma'am?
Lovely.
That's amazing. Just wanted to check up on you. No, that's not what I wanted to. But so that was amazing. The reason why I called you, Talisha, is to see if you wanted to tell us, because I don't know if y'all know Talisha. I know we have a lot of new people on here, but her progression is amazing. So I was thinking our topic is the art of patience. And I don't know, a lot of us in the Discord, we know like the trials and tribulations we all had to endure, and we just talked about Wednesday. We had some good topics on how the market can make you cry. And I remember one time where she was really going through it and she was crying. And you know, now she's out there killing the game, and she's hitting these bangers. Of course, we still take losses, but you're managing them. I just want to know, when you hear the art of patience, what do you think of? Like how do you keep your patience intact even when you're going through all the losses back to back when you lost like a whole bunch of money, like just blindly following people? Like, how were you able to rebuild your mind and become a successful trader in your own right?
That's a good question. I think a couple things, and I'll say this over and over again. The biggest change for me was shifting my mindset from profits to process. Like that was the game changer, because I came into the trading space very much like get rich quick, like very much like I don't understand the problem. I should be making this amount, X amount of dollars every day. What's the issue? And when I first started trading, it was November of 2024. I started swinging, and then I started learning, and then I finally entered swings in like March. And we all know what happened in March and April of 2025. So it was like just a wrap. And I was really disappointed and discouraged because I just had this perception that it was going to be super easy and I could make money very, very quickly. And that was not the case. So after that happened, I was like committed to like, okay, well, if I'm going to do this, I am not going to be able to just follow people like that, because I don't like how that felt. And I won't even get into all that. Nonetheless, it forced me to really learn price action. And even in that, I was still very much like, I should be here by now. I should be here by now. I should be making this much by now. I should be doing this by now. And so I went through a series of mentors, series of classes, series of courses, just all the things, because I kept thinking that if I found the right strategy, I would get where I wanted to go. And then finally, it was actually my husband was like, you cannot be great focusing on the result. Like you have to focus on the you have to become a trader. You have to become the process. And I talked to my husband, I talked to Rams, talked to Ab, and it was just like, I am like in a chokehold with this. I can't get through it. And kind of in there all different ways was like, you gotta focus on the process. You have to focus, you have to fall in love with the process. And so doing that, my perception of patience has just shifted. Like, I know I have data that shows a couple times a week, I'm going to get an absolute banger setup. I track the data every day. So I also know that several times a month, I'm going to get a gamma squeeze that's going to pay more than any, raggedy trade I can take. I have data that shows me that. I've really honed in on knowing exactly what I want to see in the market. And so when I have clarity, it's easy to wait for that. Like the biggest thing that I think takes away from our patience is we go in the market, we have no clarity. And without clarity, you have complete chaos. And so now we're like trying to figure out stuff and just like, oh my God, price is moving, I have to be in. Oh my God, da da da. And don't get me wrong, that still happens. Like when I watch the market dump and I'm not in that play, like that stings, because like I love when the market dumps, right? Like that's fun. But if I don't see my setup, I have like it makes it easier for me to accept. Like, you know what? I mean, a good example was, I think it was Wednesday. My setup didn't show up till after the Fed meeting, till like 2:35, right? Almost 3 o'clock is when I saw my A+ setup, and I was like, ooh, I'm taking this. And I was on live with a couple of folks before that, and we're just watching price, and I'm watching it dump and run, and I'm not entering anything because I'm like, I can't do it. So I think that's what gives me my patience today is like, I'm very, 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 very clear on how I want to enter the market. Non-negotiable. Yes, I still have emotions about it. Yes, I still have FOMO. Yes, I still want to deviate and just hop in stuff. And every now and then I'll get caught slipping and I'll do that. At the same time, I'm super, super clear on what I want to see. And I have data that shows me it shows up enough to pay well. And I just rest in that. I journal every trade. I study SPY price action every day. I get up at 4:30 and come down and start prepping for the market every morning. sometimes 5, and my husband has to wake me up. But I get up every morning. I have a group of girls that have been like through the mud with me that help hold me accountable. I'm just committed to becoming a great trader, and I'm committed to the process. And that in itself gives me the patience. And the last thing is, because I was really struggling with, I mean, just full disclosure, I was struggling with my age. I'm like, gosh, I'm kind of starting this journey a little bit older. You know what I'm saying? Like people are in their 20s and early 30s. I'm in my 40s as I'm starting to become a day trader. Like it feels like I'm about to be like a 40-year-old rapper. Like who does that, right? Like, and so I was struggling with that in my head. Like you're not about to be a 40-year-old rapper, right? And when you look at like Instagram and all the stuff, it's like all these young folks that have this trading thing down. The perception, right? We know it's a mirage, but the perception. And so I was like, dang, I gotta rush. I gotta hurry up and get there because I am already older. So I got to hurry up and make the process work. And I just had to step back and be like, you know what? Like the perception of time is so skewed because, yes, some folks have started this game younger, but I'm starting from such a more grounded place because I already have the life experience. I already know what I have responsibility. I know what it's like to lose, to go through life stuff. And so I have an emotional resilience that a young 18, 20-year-old won't have. Right. And so it's like, yes, I am starting this game older. And also I'm starting from a very different place. And then the last thing is, I know what God has called me to do. Like there is no doubt in my mind that God is all through my trading journey. And the insight, the ability, the skill he's given me with these charts, like there's no doubt. And so I rest on that. I rest on I'm exactly where I need to be. I rest on I know God can redeem time. He's the creator of time. Like time in the horizontal sense that we look at is an illusion. And I know time can be redeemed. So the age is just a distraction. And then I know that I'm committed to the process. And the collection of those things gives me the ability to sit here and watch these charts move and not take a trade if I don't see what I need to see. So yeah, that's it. That's it. And yeah, I'm 40. I'll be 44 in a couple weeks. So yes, I'm right there in the 40 club with all
You're
y'all.
young as hell. Relax. Anyway, all right. I think we talked about that last live. Like, you're nowhere close to old, but
I
I'm
mean, I
glad.
know I'm not old and I don't feel old. I mean, like I'm a kid at heart still, but in the game of trading what you see, it's like dominated by young 20s. You know
Yeah,
what
the
I'm
game.
saying? So it just
Yeah.
feels like, dang, I'm starting this 20 years late. You know what I'm saying? So I know I'm not like old in the grand scheme of things, but
Yeah.
just from a trading perspective, it felt like I have to catch up.
Isn't that crazy? Because when I heard of trading when I was younger, it was for old people, right?
Yes,
And now
yes,
it's
100%,
the opposite. I guess for
100%.
trading. But I'm glad you said it because I don't know if you've seen the comments, but
I'm looking. I'm
I'm guessing
surprised.
they're agreeing with you. I'm
I'm
44,
surprised.
same 47. So yeah, and Lakia said that's so interesting. My thought was this is an excellent tool for retirement. So some are seeing it from the opposite side of what you're
Yep,
saying, which I agree. I am as
yep,
well, but that's good that we all could see different. We all have different ways we view things, and it's good that you know that too, because I bet that played a huge part of like your confidence. That part,
100%.
damn, that's crazy. That I don't think I ever heard anybody point that part out. If it makes you feel better, I'm older than you by 3 days, so you're a young buck. And you play all
That
day.
must be Angie. Is that?
Yeah, you just do it like she played all day. Charlotte 54 and started at 51 years old from the track. And I think at like 70 is when we start to feel it a little bit, but
Yeah.
man, we're young at 40, 50. Even
I mean, I agree in the scheme of just time and age, but for
yeah,
trading, you know what I mean? It just feels like,
that's so
dang.
interesting. I really guess the traders made it, the day traders, not Yeah, but you know, when we hear day traders, we think of them 20s, like
Yes,
became a millionaire off of
100%,
Bitcoin or something like that. So yeah, you're right.
100%.
That is interesting. Very
So it
interesting.
plays with your psyche because you're like, dang, am I so far behind?
That's
And
good.
then you try to shortcut the process because you want to be further along, and that backfires every time.
That is so good, Talisha. What Nipsey Hussle said, just cross the finish line and F the time it takes. We
That's
all
it.
got our own, we should all run our own marathon at our own pace and not rush things. But that pressure, man, that pressure really
That's it.
makes you feel like you're on a time schedule. Only thing you're racing is time. So
Yep.
yeah,
No,
that
that's it.
was good. That was
So
so
yeah, all the factor, I mean, those things collectively give me patience. From a very technical standpoint, knowing exactly what I want to see is what gives me patience to wait. I know what I want to see, and I have data to support that it shows up enough. So
that was amazing. All right, that was so amazing. All right,
thank you.
the art of patience. Um, for me, man, patience is everything. I'm fully funding my own retirement fund with no match. Okay, Charla. We have been in our own professional careers for over 20 years, so this feels new. Yeah, I understand that. For real. Um, for me, it's completely different. For me, I don't know. For me, I came in this with a whole different um I don't even know how I even I now I actually know how I got into the market. I think I got introduced to the market 28. 28 is when I started, and I didn't start trading until 29. I'm 32 now. Trap was the first person that I seen that looked like me, that I thought, like, I don't know how he act, but that from what I seen, that act like me, that come from where I come from. So I don't look for, if I see, no offense, but if I see a Caucasian male telling me about the market and stuff, and there's no energy there and stuff, I can't learn from him. I'm not interested in or anything like that. But I seen Trap and I instantly gravitated towards him, and that's how I got introduced to the market. And then I'm glad that I seen him on YouTube. God puts everything out there for a reason. It's crazy where I come, how far I came now. The art of patience, though, that's just, man, I think it goes with, for me, it's like if I didn't go through like hardship, my patience would not be well. And if I didn't have all these kids, so I think my patience is so good because of what I experienced outside of the market. It has nothing to do with the market. The market just, I would say, it showed me where I needed to sharpen my like, because when it comes to patience, it's like I look at things as a whole, and then I break it up into pieces. The market showed me which pieces I needed to attack. So, but overall, it comes from my experience of what I've been through that helped with my patience, and freaking my leg that helped me even more with like patience. But I don't think people have patience though. I think when people come in the market, they're just looking to get that quick money. So that's the whole thing. How you come into the market, it's easier for a person that comes in the market with the right mind versus no skills versus a person with the skills with the wrong mind, if that makes sense. So when I came in the market, I had no skills, but I had the right mind. I was already cheap with my money. I wasn't spending a lot. So it was easy for me to blow accounts because it wasn't, not that I wanted to, but I was able to stay in the game way longer, and it gave me a chance because I wasn't full porting. Like, I done seen people come into the market with 30 stacks just off the rip, just drop 30 grand into the market and vanish, gone, because they didn't know that the market is harder than what they thought it was. So I think it's about just your mindset. I came into it like knowing that it was a business off the rip. That was one good thing that Trap said, because he was straight fundamental. So when he was straight fundamental, it was it was easy for me to look at the market as a business versus coming to the market looking at it from a technical point. You start getting that confidence and stuff like that. You're willing to expose yourself to other avenues that you shouldn't. So I think when I got exposed that way, it helped me look at it as a business. And I already knew slow money was good money because I didn't I done did everything. I know if you sell weed, it might be slower, but you might do like a few months. I'm sorry, y'all, but this is app. If you sell meth, you might make a lot of money, but for that 1 gram, you're gonna get hit with like 20 years. Like you get smoked for meth versus weed. So I already knew like slow versus fast. And it's the same with the market. If I invest, if I trade shares, slow money is good. The risk isn't that huge. But if I start trading and stuff like that, the risk is huge. So I didn't automatically start trading. I went straight into fundamentals. And I went straight into shares and stuff. And it took me a whole year before I decided to get into trading. That's only because I went into the honey drip with Aristotle. Then I went into Chris Sane group and I played around and stuff like that. But for me, it's just about mastering your energy, really. Just really, I don't think people understand how important it is to know yourself because I think most people think they know themselves, but they truly don't. Like, and what I mean by that is knowing like how you react to every little thing, how calm you are under stress and all of that, and finding your weaknesses and working on your weaknesses more than your strength. For me, I know I get irritated a lot. So it carried on to the market. When things wouldn't go my way, I would get irritated. And by getting how I would get irritated is by over leveraging. If something didn't go my way, I'll get irritated, take a break, and I'll be like, nah, fuck that. And then I'll start smashing more plays, more plays. So it's about just really mastering your emotions, your energy. For me, the art of patience is just taking it one step at a time, and your expectations, not having too big of an expectations. But in life, you want huge expectations. But in the market, I feel like when you got those huge expectations, you don't give yourself grace and you start rushing the process. So for me, it was having a high expectation, but not too high to the point where I start feeling like I have to do more. Um, and then it was meditating helps with my patience. I still meditate to this day. I've been meditating for a long time. A long time. I would say I've been meditating for like 6 years, but I ain't learned meditating from just like I learned meditating in jail. Like and I didn't know that's what I was doing until like when I got out, then I understood that that's what meditating was. But meditating is probably like that's what keeps me so level-headed. I got 4 kids and I got babies, like they're young. And everybody asks me how I don't go crazy. It's because I mastered my energy. I could stay calm when chaos is around me. Um it's so yeah.
I made my bike faster by pushing it and riding.
Oh wow. Amazing. So it's about just knowing yourself and finding your weaknesses and really attacking your weaknesses. Um I like I like I forgot where I was going with this, but let me find myself. I truly think if you come into the market treating the market like it's a mine and not a place that you can make money, you're going to be successful. Like when I come into the market, I look at it as a mine, like emotions. The market move off of the people minds and move off of people emotions and stuff like that. So what helps me is by understanding how the mind works. And I feel like everybody should start learning more about the mind. It's the most important, powerful creation in the world. So why wouldn't you want to learn about it? That's what really helps me sit there and meditating, being careful what I listen to, and just really dedicating my time to only the market is what helped me, and not expecting things to come right away, being able to wait 10, 15. I could wait long. Like I want it now, but I'm willing, if I have to, I'm willing to wait 5, 10 years for it to happen. So it's all about that. You could day trade, but don't have a day trading mindset. That's what I would say. You could swing trade, but don't have a swing trading mindset. I think we should always have an investor mindset, always, no matter what trading style we're doing. Now I feel like I speak about this every single live, so I don't want to always repeat myself. But honestly, how well do you know yourself, and how how much do you want it? Are you willing to sit there? Because I know a lot of us are impatient, but do you meditate? Do you do breathe? How do you slow? If you're impatient, what does impatient mean? Impatient is like getting, or impatient is like getting overstimulated or getting frustrated or getting aggravated. How I handle those things is breathing exercises. I have to slow down time if I'm overstimulated. I need to slow. The only way you can slow down time is by praying and doing breathing exercises. Breathing exercises and meditating will help with your patience more than you know. Those two things is what I'll leave off with. Breathing exercises and meditating will change your life when it comes to trading. And then I'll let Rams go ahead and take it from there, because I'm going to talk about this again on Monday.
Yeah, that was good.
Thank you.
But yeah, no, I agree with both of you. Patience, patience. It's not how can I put it? Patience is not like a lack of action. It's actually a tool. Um, to be great at this game, you're going to need to develop high levels and tolerance of patience, because that's why we always say don't front run this play, don't, because it might look good, but then you jump in, it runs. You're not really looking at everything in a totality. Volume might be low, everything's hollow in that move, and you come right down into the structural level. How many times has that happened? You front run a play, you have levels marked down here. You get in a play, but you're in a drawdown, and now you're in those levels that you was like, damn, sound like that was my discount zone, but that was your lack of patience. When you mark any analysis that you do, the next step is to wait. You have to wait. It's sort of like in the sweet science, you put a rookie in the ring, bell rings off the first round, ding ding, they come in swinging, hang, because they want to do what? They want to prove something to you. No, I can fight, but they're rookies, they're green, so they think by going all out in the very, bro, we got a couple rounds to go. You don't even know what I got yet. You don't know how strong I am. You don't know what the range is. You don't know where I'm moving. You don't know my tendencies. You don't know nothing. But a new guy, lack of patience, he's just gonna swing. You put a veteran in the ring, I'm gonna let you swing. I'm gonna let you swing for round one. I'm a feint. I'm gonna fake you out. I'm gonna find range with my lead. And once I see by the third round you gassed out, all I gotta see is this to this. All I gotta see is one of these. Game over. And why? Because the veteran in the ring knows how to be patient. The veteran in the ring knows that the fight starts after round 5, after round 6, after the warm up, after I downloaded all the data. Every time I shoot this way, you move this way. Every time I fake you here, you move. I already see what you're doing. I already see the punches you're coming with. I already see the strength in the selling that the sellers are doing here. I already see the level. Now all I gotta do is see, okay, one sweep. I gotta be patient. I gotta be patient to wait for my move. I gotta be patient to put my chin out here for you so I can bait you, so you can throw the jab, so I can slip and counter you with a right. But I have to be patient for that. I gotta see you sell off. When I see you sell off and you come down to my level, bang, got you. I was there waiting for you. I got my scope on you. I'm waiting. That's what snipers is. Patience. We gotta be patient. You want a better, you want a low risk versus reward that derives from patience. Even day trading, you have to be patient to break and hold, break below and hold. Wait patiently for the candle to close, whether it's a 1 minute, a 2 minute, 5 minute, you have to wait. If the 5 minute closes below this, but when you go and check on that macro skin on the 15 or 30 minute and it's not where it's supposed to be, you can't take the 5 minute candle. You have to still be patient. A lack of patience has you trading 1 5 minute candle. Having patience, you see the 5 minute candle, but go check on the 15 minute. What's the 15 minute? The 5 minute look like it's running up, but the 15 minute is rejecting. Something's wrong here. I gotta wait. This gotta settle. This has to pull back. And now I'm gonna watch this next structural point by being patient. Sometimes you might think, oh, it's holding, and boom. Because you're just going off a 2 minute candle. Two 2 minute candles is only 4 minutes. You don't even have a full 5 minute candle. 1 5 minute candle is only one candle out of 3 candles on the 15 minute frame. So day trading, swing trading, lead trading, you need the skill of patience to survive. And in times like this, years like this, where it's very selective, because what I've noticed, 2020 changed the game, and it was like that V shape from COVID. Once these runs started getting like the legs of the runs were crazy, people, I've been trading since 2017. Since you had to pay in and out, you had to pay the commission fee to TD Ameritrade, $7.99 every entry and exit. Whether you was buying shares, it don't matter. You had to pay. Now, yeah, you pay in the back end. You don't see it. It's free trading. But before, you had to pay. So you had to, if you was gonna buy one share, don't even do it, because they're gonna charge you $7 on top on that $10 share, and you just bought that $10 share for $17. So in order for you to break even on that one share, you had to sell it for $18, and then it was gonna get you for another $7 on the way out. So back in those days, it was tougher. You had to be real selective in how you was gonna buy stuff. So every year is not just run. The market has made the psychology of traders that every dip you buy is supposed to run. Not every year we're gonna get that. So know what you're trading, know why you're trading it, and know the levels that you execute. Not what everybody, if everybody else is executing at certain levels and they fall in confluence with your levels, that gives you conviction. You following someone else's levels and not checking for yourself is a lack of patience. You're lacking a lot of skill. If somebody posts something and you're like, yo, that sounds good. Well, it sounds good. I heard a lot of people say stuff that sound good, but when you look at the real reality of it, bro, you've been lying to me. It sounded good. You was the man when you was telling me everything, but you're really not the man. So patience takes us a very long way in this game. But that's all. I wanted to be very brief on patience because it's very important. It's by far the most important skill that you can acquire in this game. Patience. Wait. Do your analysis. Have everything mapped out and just sit and wait. When it's time to execute, you have to execute. It's just like a counter. You throw a right hand and I slip, I got to counter right then and there. If I don't counter, the window, that gap closes right away. Boom, bang, I'm right back at guard. So if I don't catch you when I'm here, boom, with something, I'm coming right back. I'm in guard. You throw it, boom, and I'm going to catch you. So to catch a counter, you have to be ready for the counter, anticipate the counter. It came, I saw you, I execute. If you don't execute, now what happens? The play left. I'm not chasing it. Now I have to be patient for it to break structure here, give me a soft pullback, and if we hold, that's my second point of entry. But that's patient. Oh, it moved, it's running. Let me jump in. Lack of patience. because you might be jumping in right into resistance, and then you get the pullback. So now you're in a drawdown that you shouldn't have been because your level was down here and it came right back to you, but you already spent your end. So now you can't even buy it again because you're already in the play. And now if you sell it, you on a loss, but you already spent the end, so you ain't trying to sell for that loss. So now you're like, yo, all right, cool. I'm not gonna sell it. I'm on a drawdown, but we at that level. So if we could, but now you're hoping. You never follow the protocol. You never follow your analysis. Lack of patience. And I'll leave it at that.
That was
That's
good.
really good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love your analogies. And that should wrap it up. Unless y'all have any questions for us, it's Friday, it's 4:07, and this session was very amazing. I think Dan Rams, don't tell everyone what I'm doing. Someone said Dan Rams, or Marisol said Dan Rams, don't tell everyone what I'm doing.
You know, it's funny because we've all been through that.
Right.
We all have that in common. As we take this learning journey, we all go through the same. You know how they say like relationships, and when you start asking other people, yo, your relationship, and you start hearing problems, you're like, damn, I go through the same stuff. Like, damn, this stuff sounds familiar. Everybody go through the same stuff. We all think about the same. We all got the same. We're humans. We're all humans, so we got the same emotions and feelings that come out at different times for others. But we all go through the same rocky roads. Same rocky road. So I say from experience, for you're living through it. So we all go through that. But you bypassing through this is your learning curve. This is where you don't give up. This is where you keep at it, keep grinding, keep reading, keep studying, what are you studying? What is the season of what you're studying right now? Is it support or resistance? Is it volume? Is it your moving averages? Whatever it is you're studying, study that, master it as much as you can before you move on to the next topic, because that's also patience. The patience to be willing to learn. Not, oh, well, Ab set the 5 and then ramp. Well, I'm just, no. Cool. You want to follow one of those? You follow one of those, but you got to learn it. You got to study it. I got that 5 on my chart. I'm going to watch it every day. Now I'm been watching it for months. I see how that 5 do. I see what it does on a daily. I see what it does on a 15-minute. So you start to train your mind and your eyes to see that chart, and the tools that you use, how do they respond? This is very key. The patience in learning.
Talk to me. That's amazing. Patience is so difficult. But I guess we could leave it off with that though. I actually got something. That actually, since we're talking about patience, let me just go on this, and then we'll end it. So everybody wants the blessing. Very few people want the waiting. Everybody wants the harvest. Very few people want to plant the seed. Everybody wants the victory. Very few people are willing to endure the process. That's why patience is so powerful. Patience isn't a weakness. Patience isn't fear. Patience is standing still. Patience is controlled strength. A sniper doesn't fire because he's excited. A sniper doesn't fire because he's bored. A sniper doesn't fire because everybody else is shooting. A sniper waits. He studies. Like Ram said, he watches, he measures, he calculates. And when the highest probability presents itself, he executes. That's exactly how life works. That's exactly how faith works. And that's exactly how the market works. Some of us are losing money not because our analyst is wrong. We're losing because our patience is weak. You're losing because your patience is weak. You're entering too early, or you're chasing the candle. You're forcing trades that were never yours. Patience is the mother of a beautiful child. I love that. You're chasing candles. You're forcing trades that were never yours. You're trying to make the market obey your clock when the market doesn't care about your emotions. The same thing happens in life. People rush relationships, rush businesses, rush success, rush healing, rush opportunities, and then wonder why everything falls apart. Anything built too fast usually falls just as fast. Look at a tree. The tallest oak in the forest wasn't built overnight. Its roots grew before its branches. The world celebrates what people can see. Allah develops what people can't see. That's the lesson. Everyone wants the fruit. Nobody wants roots. But without deep roots, the first storm will knock you down immediately. Patience is what builds the roots. That's why discipline and patience always walk together. You can't have one without the other. Patience tells you to wait. Discipline gives you the strength to wait. Faith gives you confidence that waiting isn't wasting. And remember, the market will always open tomorrow. Another opportunity will always come. But once you lose discipline, you become your own biggest enemy. Don't confuse movement with progress. Don't confuse activity with productivity. And don't confuse waiting with doing nothing. Sometimes the strongest move we always say is no move. Sometimes the highest paying trade is the one you never took. Sometimes God is protecting you by making you wait, because what is written for you will never require you to force it. So today we just slow down our minds, we respect our process, and we just keep in our mind knowing that patience isn't making you wait. Patience is making you ready. And we'll end it off with that. Thank you for everybody that joined us, and we appreciate your time. I already know time is our most valuable asset that we have. Y'all time is so important to me because my time is highly important. And I give y'all my time. Like 3-4 hours, me, Rams, Talisha doing. I think we even hit close to 5 hours one time, but we faithfully give 3 hours. So we obviously have much love for y'all, and we obviously love what we do. And I could do this in my sleep. You heard? Like, I could do this while I'm recharging. It ain't nothing. I could talk to y'all for 8 hours if I had to. Because I really love this, and I really want to see us use this tool to change our lives. And I know the power that it has. And if I have the knowledge, I'm more than willing to give it. And I just appreciate y'all for listening to us. I appreciate KT for bringing new people to us, because the more new people we get, it just shows us that we're doing something right. If you're able to, and I'm just stuck with me what Talisha said, if you're able to get people to sit here and listen to you for 3 hours, it's like a gift. So let alone an hour. If y'all can stay on here for an hour, and it's like we keep in the traffic, like we keep the constant numbers every live, and not too many people leave off. They leave off, they come right back. So we're clearly doing something right, and it's just going to get better because we're still. The beautiful thing about this, we're not biased. We tell y'all everything. Y'all see when we take losses, and we're not expecting to be perfect, and we make sure that you guys aren't looking at us as perfect as well. We show you our flaws, and all of that. So we really appreciate everybody, and the new people. Again, y'all gonna help build what we got. The ones that started with us is the most important people. Nobody take that the wrong way, but if they started the foundation, they set it our foundation. Our structure we have is intact because of everybody that's on this Zoom with us. Because you wouldn't be on the Zoom if you wasn't like the beginners, like the first one to start this with us. Y'all are our everything. Like y'all really are a backbone to this.
Facts.
Now that we get the new people, we already built the structure and stuff. So now, you come to our Discord, for a fact, as soon as you get in there, you could tell it's not for gamblers. Off the rip, you're immediately gonna feel uncomfortable because we're gonna check you. One of us gonna check you. I don't know who, but just hope it's not me. But somebody's gonna check you for sure, though. We take this serious, and we understand how it is to lose. We've been on both sides of it, right? We know how it feels to get bruised up and stuff, how to cry and stuff. We know how it feels to be happy and excited and want to tell your family about the good. We know about all of that stuff. So just walk with us. That's all we ask. And if you could bring some family on, I'm pretty sure they'll gravitate to. I know it's hard to bring family, but like with KT, man, KT really doing his thing. They're gonna gravitate towards. We got the energy. We know more than just the market. We talk about life and all that. We put our females right with us as they should be. You're not gonna get this nowhere else. We got everything. But do Talisha, do y'all got anything before leave off?
Nah, that was good. Really good.
I
Rams,
had
you
some,
got-
but I forgot in reading Sean's comments.
I know.
Oh,
Make a
Shock,
move,
salute, my
man.
brother. Yo, everybody, when y'all get in the Discord, y'all see my boy Shock right there, man.
Mad
Mastermind.
scientist.
Word.
I was talking about him on Wednesday. He's been busy lately, so he hasn't been really able to get in there with us. We need that part 2 of the Gamma, man. I'm just waiting on you. No rush though. But we definitely need that part 2 though. You don't got anything for us, Shock? Anything you want to talk about?
I don't have anything. I thought I'd be quiet this time. I wasn't gonna say anything.
Is
But,
it your anniversary today?
What's that?
Is it your anniversary today?
Yeah, I was supposed to be in St. Louis, but it started raining, so I stayed home.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah, I'm here with you guys, so
Was it like
Happy
24 years,
anniversary,
I
Sean.
think you
it's my
said?
hey, but it's great though. I love it.
How
That's
long?
amazing. I think 24 years, he
Yeah,
said.
24 years. Yeah, we've been together for a while.
What?
That's
Yeah.
amazing. I love it.
Yeah, teamwork make a dream work. So
100%.
God bless. That is amazing. I can't wait to get there. 44 years. Damn. That's
yeah, 44. I'm 50 years old. I ain't that old.
all right. Well, I thought you said something. You never know. It could be first love, you know. Talisha, she
Yeah.
been doing it for a long time, right? Could
20
be
How long
years
been married?
in November.
20 years?
In November. Hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. And she look. See, could have met her young. But
Mhm.
man, I appreciate
24.
everybody.
Good Lord.
Virgil don't want to give us nothing right now, but we'll get him to talk next time.
I'm surprised there's no
Yeah,
question.
Gamma thing though, bro. I really want to get into that next that part 2. Whenever your schedule starts slowing up though. No rush at all.
Yeah.
So
I think I'll be doing something here in the next month or so. I'll be in town more. So
okay. All right, sounds good. VIX is still dropping. It's down 6%. It's at 16 now. Right now, interesting close. I don't know if y'all seen that close for SPYs above the 20-day moving average. Next week is gonna be very interesting for sure. The monthly closes on SPY look okay. ES and SPX is in the red. IWM is absolutely terrible. The RTY futures don't look that good. The monthly close. So yeah, make sure you're checking the monthly chart. See where your stocks is at. Like Rams or Talisha mentioned one. I think it's Talisha. Check your monthly charts to see how you're gonna go and start your August off and take your foot off the gas a little bit. Try to practice on patience, your discipline. You're gonna see how crazy it's gonna get. Other than that, I really appreciate y'all for real. Let me just check the comments before we leave off here.
I'm surprised we don't have more questions on these.
Yeah. And no questions, right? And 410, thank you for the gold coin, 10 jewels. Appreciate you. Peace King, I gotta get a one-on-one with you ASAP. Just hit me. You know where to find me. You can comment on YouTube. I just dropped my number in there. And we could set, I think you already got mine, so but we could set something up. That's what we got. If y'all don't have no questions, y'all like she said, y'all I'm surprised we don't got more questions, but hey, it's Friday. Y'all probably just trying to go relax. And yeah, I see what you talking about, Ransom, with Sean with the MA 123789. He's still pissed with that 800 MA. How dare you? But yeah, is KT still on here? Man, KT probably got like 5-6 new people on here.
KT definitely still on. He probably
That
fell
is
asleep.
so amazing. All right. Oh, YouTube. Before we leave off of here, I know most of y'all not gonna care, but this is for the ones that see this video after. Rock with us, man. Rock with us. We got fighting this week. I'll give y'all one. Lamont Roach by majority decision. If that hit, give me some money. Join our Discord. We open up August 7th. If you want to get in now, if you like somebody that really want to get in now, I'm sure Rams, Talisha don't mind. They kind of told me like just let y'all in anyway. Yesterday when we talked about it. So if you really want to get in, you could just hit one of us up or comment on our YouTube or something like that. We'll just let y'all in early. It's right around the corner. It don't really matter. And we're ready anyway. Actually we're not. So yeah. You just probably gonna have to wait a week. I just remembered something. We're not ready. I gotta do one more thing. But I have something that I'm working on.
I do have one thing. Thanks to all the ladies that came out last night for Sips and Setups. We had a time, a little bit more teaching than I would was.
You went out, Talisha. Talisha, you went out.
Her laptop battery died.
But next time will be a lot more casual. So we'll do it again.
We were absolutely casual. I don't know why you keep saying that.
You said what?
We were absolutely casual. I don't know why you keep saying that.
Because casual to me is like me not teaching.
You're naturally
for y'all.
speaking is going to be teaching. Like I think it was perfectly fine. And a good startup. Like, yeah, I'm sure it'll get more casual, but I think it was a good jump start.
It was a great time. Great time.
I wanted to sip that wine.
It was a good first one. We'll do it again. We'll see how frequent. But yeah, it's just a little something we do in the Discord for my ladies. We can learn these charts a bit more intimately and make sure we're all clear on our models.
Super dope.
Yeah.
Well, and a lot of females gravitate to just being in like a group of just females as well too. Less pressure on y'all as well. So that's a good thing, Pat. Pat said we should actually talk about that because we talk about it, but how many people actually know how to back test? We're not going to talk about it now, but maybe next week we could do something because we do talk about it. Now that I think about it, it might be people that don't even know how to back test. So that's a good point. Good. We should actually have that special topic, maybe.
Yeah, make that the one for next week. That's good.
Okay, good. Bet. Yeah. Well, thank you for that, Pat. That's good. We got the
y'all.
chat.
I don't know how to back test. Let me say that. I don't even know what that is. I heard y'all say it.
But studying your process.
I don't know if I'm doing it or not. So yeah.
Marisol said the same thing. I need that. So that's good. So yeah, we'll definitely talk about that on Friday. I don't know how that slipped past us, but that's definitely something that's like a must. You definitely need to back test. That involves journaling too. Angie said no boys allowed. Good thing we're men. Talk to me. Little boy.
You know what? That's why I like you.
Like 200 soaking wet. Talking about little boy.
Speaking of back testing real quick. Speaking of back testing real quick, I was back testing a couple of strategies, like some ICT stuff over the last week. And I was running through chat. Chat GPT sketch. It's kind of sketchy, so I gotta go over. Did you guys know that TradingView has that strategy tester where you can like build a strategy and it'll back test it for you? I bet
Yeah.
You know how to use that? I mean, I'm new to it. I just didn't
know how to use it.
I did not know that.
Yes,
I've used it. I just haven't built actual strategies yet because TradingView to publish a strategy, they're real straight.
Well, you get your you just build your indicator or however you want. And you just get a strategy, and you got to
build it as a strategy to be able to use the back test.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to publish it. Nothing. You just
you don't have to publish it. That's a fact.
It's just something you can
keep it.
I just found out, and I was like running it.
Well, that's my weekend project now.
It was this real. My first time. I got all kind of charts. I'm gonna dig into it. So it was.
I didn't know that at all.
Yeah,
I'm gonna work on that too.
Yeah.
I've seen strategies on there, but I've never used them.
Yeah, it's the
so I
same.
just figured they were other people's, thing.
No, Lux Algo, I've been studying, want me to talk, but I've been studying like the breaker blocks and propulsion blocks and really trying to get an understanding of, how they form and what they look like, and Lux Algo, they have a indicator that, you can show it and I'll go through and I'm just going through trying to see them by, eye and then, recording the higher or lows so I can see them. And then I took the Lux Algo indicator, made it into a strategy. And I plugged it into TradingView and it ran it. Like, it was like a 1 hour breaker on gold was like 60% or something like that. So I mean,
Oh yeah.
I'm just something we just talking about. I'm just
you ain't
talking
one
See, that's
talk.
foreign
and now you just
language.
put us
That's
on
foreign
something.
language right there.
about.
That's what's up.
None of us knew about that. Well, only Rams.
I didn't
knew
know.
it.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Who's the two mad scientists? Y'all the only ones that knew about
Exactly.
that.
Rams knew about it. I knew Rams knew about it. That's why I said I wanted to see what he might. I know he probably
Well,
knew.
Rams is chat, so Rams was responding when you were asking. Like Rams was the one behind
Yeah.
the computer when you were like, "What?"
Yeah, what's up with that? What's up with those AI bots? They just be going off in the chat. They just loose out there too.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I gave him a little spice.
Thank you, y'all, for your time. With that, we're done. And enjoy your week and just some of you don't know how to back to us. Not trying to send shots. Actually, not playing. But we're gonna teach y'all though, for real. I was about to say, all right, back
to everything that I've done thus far. Yeah.
And keep doing that. Like do it and do it and do it, because the market, one thing you'll learn is there are a lot of repeatable patterns. And I don't mean patterns like head and shoulders, wedges. I mean like behavior patterns. Like there's very consistent behavior patterns in how price moves, because price can only do a few things. We overcomplicate it, but price can only do it. It can go up, down, or sideways. So if you just go back and look at days and see what environment led it to be sideways, what environment led it to go up, what environment, like what was happening before. It's a very, 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 very simple way to backtest. You don't got to track the data. You don't got to go and replay. You don't got to change time frames. Just literally go back and look at different days of price and see what happened. Tell yourself the story of price every day. What did price do today?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm starting to see there's a theme in the storyline. Okay, cool. Now I know, easy way to backtest.
Okay. Yeah, that volume price analysis was a game changer for me as well. That helped me to see the volume and see certain things. And I need to go back to that and study that some more too. That was really good.
Yeah.
Rams like that. Look at his face. Yeah, you heard that. Your face was just so seductive just now, Ron.
Rams on a different level today. Rams you must have just got an update. You must have.
You had the Barry White voice with the sexual healing Marvin Gaye look. I don't know what just happened, but that volume turned you on for sure.
Look, ROTC must have hit 100 subscriptions. Like Rams got money all over them today.
Yeah.
And to tell Rams, I did get in that play you put out there yesterday too.
Let's go.
Yeah. Oh man.
And yeah, Alex, you'll be able to watch the replay on YouTube. And backtesting again is your emotions. How were you emotionally with this market? Check that as well. Because sometimes our emotion don't match price action. And I keep telling you, the market is like a whole mind. But just make sure you got to try to get your emotion with price action. If it's going up, you shouldn't be like frustrated and stuff like that. Just follow the trend. If it's going down, you should just be patient. Take your foot off the gas. It's not. Don't overwork yourself. Try to work on your patience. That's a big thing. That should be like homework, how your emotions was. But that's all we got. The highest human act that we could possibly achieve is to inspire. And then I'll leave it off with, would you rather be at war with yourself and at peace with the world, or at peace with the world and at war with yourself? Inspire others, serve others, smile, wave. You never know, you could stop somebody from hurting themselves. Compliment someone. Try to get your family. Don't overwork yourself. Don't give too much energy. But see if this weekend, if maybe you can even try to teach a family member about financial literacy, or something like that. Teach your family don't want to listen. Not F them, but forget about them. Don't put too much energy out there. Teach your kids about financial literacy. That's the best thing that you could do. Teach your kids something, man. My kids love the stock market so much. They always want to learn about what I'm doing. They always want to be in this damn camera on live, but I make sure I get them out of here. But yeah, teach your kids then. Serve others, smile, just be happy. I pray nobody go through nothing at all this weekend. If you do, just stay happy because you can't control it. It's out of your control, so don't even stress yourself out. Peace to the gods, peace to the goddesses, peace, love, light, and healing upon everybody on here watching. Peace be upon you. And in Arabic, we say assalamu alaikum.
Have a great weekend, everyone.
Bye-bye, everybody.
grab me? Oh, that was weird.